That's messed up. That's like being in a coffin.
That is like being in a coffin.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you already see that we are getting started with Fallout 5. So without any further ado, let's get started. Yeah, so this would be the equivalent of the mid-season kickoff, episode 5. This has lived up to the hype. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching with us, please make sure you jump and see the first 4 episodes. Because, man, whew, some good storytelling going on.
They need a pit boy to open the door. They had one.
Yo, mama!
Moms?
That has to hit hard.
Right? Oh, no, they got his nose, so maybe he didn't get ghouled out.
Yeah.
Knight Titus, do you accept?
Oh, yeah. Bet I do.
Okay, hold still.
Pull it off. Ah.
Oh, man. Still pretty hot. Oh, thank you.
He gonna be mad when he find out that ain't Knight Titus.
Before we go back to the base, there's probably something I...
Don't do it.
You should have told him that before you branded him. You're gonna brand me and then tell me that.
Thoughts, regrets, love life stuff? I don't care.
Don't do it.
It's,
Oh, after you branded him, that's foul.
We can still be friends.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Where's Knight Titus?
He died.
He's dead. Before we go back.
They're gonna kill you.
I mean, they don't have to find out.
It's the Brotherhood. They'll find out.
That part.
Look his face masked in shadow.
Don't leave me in here.
No, you Thaddeus. You should have. I can't believe you let you brand me.
That part. That part.
Please, 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 no.
Don't leave me in here. Thaddeus, get back here.
Wow.
They're gonna kill him. Well, he's gonna die in there.
That's messed up. That's like being in a coffin.
That is like being in a coffin.
Gnawing on the soft parts.
She saved him. Look at her. She's a whole new person.
Like, please. Hey, your queen showed up. Got a dead shot, don't she? Dang. She ain't too princessy anymore, is she? He's like, I don't care, just get me out.
Believe me, I really want to trust you, but I've had a rough week.
A little bit.
Hey, I'm looking for his head. That's why I'm here. That's that's why I'm passing through.
Yeah, them rads. Yep.
What's your name?
Maximus.
I'm Knight Titus.
I'm Lucy.
There's a manual option.
She like, I know how this go. I'm way smarter than you, bro.
Maybe the logs were falsified.
Why?
Why? This is the thing you're asking why about. Can't we just go home? Come on.
Man, y'all should be trying to get supplies or that thing with the water restorer.
Yeah,
the thing
water
was.
restorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Piles of bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, to 31. Oh, they was trying to actually get in that bad boy. Look at that.
I'm not messing around type guns.
Yep.
Listen, I have a tracker that'll lead right to that head. Seeing as everybody on Earth seems to be after that thing, I'm guessing that's what you're looking for too?
Mm-hmm.
What are you suggesting?
Team up.
We travel together. We use my tracker to catch up to your squire, get the head, and take it to the Brotherhood.
It's all about the head.
For my help, then you'll lend me the services of 5 or 6 of your knights to save my father.
You can't make that deal.
He can't make that deal.
You could have killed me when I collapsed back there, and you
did.
didn't.
Hmm?
I get that trust doesn't come easily up here.
Come on, Cuba Gooding Majors. Just,
Mm-hmm.
what is in 31 now? I gotta know what's in Vault 31.
That part.
Yeah. See, they give you a new mystery every show. It's something new, like what else? What's there? What's there?
They playing
Which is a good way to keep you guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that today is about the future of our vault, and more importantly, the future.
But she's on there, Betty Pearson.
Hmm.
They're gonna all vote for Norm. Watch.
Who you choose today is an important step to accomplishing that mission. I have faith you will make the right choice.
So what's up with the
Who's
flag?
counting
How many
these-
stars?
Who's counting these votes?
The water crisis and the prisoner. Just all the uncertainty.
Really, it's fine. We vote in private booths for a reason.
Right. Betty's already been overseer once.
Oh.
He's like, please carry on.
You're the one who grew up in a box underground. Also, you thought you would show up to some warlord with no armor, no help, and expect them to just turn over a hostage to you? Did you really think that that would work?
I have the head.
Yeah, but we don't even know what's in it.
Oh, so it may not have been 200 years. That's what they told the people in the vault.
Mm.
It may all be a lie. The timeline may all be a lie.
I was 6. I really thought
That's
that the big
interesting.
light in our farm was.
That changes everything. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So they may not have been down there for 200 years. They may have been there for a short amount of time. She knows something.
Look at her face.
That look.
She know he's too clever. She told him.
Find and collect free-war technology.
I was gonna say, but the environment looks like really old.
Yeah. Well, when you
But
say
maybe
Could have
like
been a couple of
that,
years,
yeah,
though. Could have been a couple of years because those
weird.
bodies were not.
One of y'all brought a pistol, didn't you? I mean, she had one. I hope she didn't leave it.
No.
Hey! Walking towards you!
There's no one here but us and them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not safe. Give me your gun.
They said they're not armed.
Man, she got a crack shot. I'd let her hold the gun.
Yeah, we're just being careful. You can come on through.
Are you trying to fuck us?
I think we're all feeling some tension. Yeah? A little stress.
She sold that. That's Oscar worthy. A little
No, she
stress?
those
Yeah,
big,
what are
big
you
old
talking about?
anime expressive eyes.
I know it.
Okay,
You know she's British,
we're
right?
gonna do this.
No,
Yeah, she's a British actress.
yeah, it makes sense.
They take everything.
They do.
Raise up our arms.
You're the 7 weapons, and neither do we.
Could we just give it?
You see, she put her top back on. She's not.
She ain't Indiana. She ain't Indiana.
I like the
Lucy
upgraded
no
version
more.
of her though. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah.
But
She was on
still
some
has the
Laura
strap,
Croft
though.
shit.
She still has it. Yeah.
Yeah, but she was on her Laura Croftness. That's amazing that that's the length she got to go through just to pass people.
Yeah,
Shoot.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Shoot, there's parts
This
of
is
America where you
Fallout.
got to do that now, and it ain't even post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can clearly see she got a gun on her hip, though.
Oh, she can see that.
They see the pep boy.
Uh-huh.
She
So that
sees it.
transistor. Don't do it. Dang, dead shot. He took that
He
round
killed him.
and still got that shot off.
Got shot off.
And look at her, still with her damn arms up.
You still
told her.
I
naive.
swear.
You still
You told her.
naive. Smelia
He's been
flesh
shot.
wound.
It's just a scratch. Happens all the time.
No, it doesn't.
For
Yeah,
them, it
you trying to
probably
be tough
does.
for?
It's a fiend.
It's people who eat people.
Are you surprised? I was about to say, are
You
you
just
really
got hated
surprised?
up here.
Loot the bodies.
Yeah.
I like him. I think that's why I'm shocked. They didn't loot the body. He kind of looted. He took a knife from her and her.
Lost to none other than Hank MacLean. You know what they say? When things look glum, vote for somebody from Vault 31.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, they've seen some stuff in 31.
31 have been outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they done seen some things. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. You ain't even have a say. Now you
Look at
rattling babies.
Look at him. He's stepdaddy already.
It's a powerful slogan.
Mm.
31 may not be a vault. 31 may be outside.
Not to mention Steph's from Vault 31.
Oh, hello, Norman.
Steph.
I didn't know that.
She's from 31.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I don't know. Maybe the mashed potatoes were a little better?
That is what my dad used to say.
Mm. Yeah, what y'all hiding?
Yep. Yep.
Must be true then.
Like a Stepford wife.
It must be true.
Yep. With one eye.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Vault 33. In my first edict as overseer, I will be hosting a vault-wide...
I can't stand that word, overseer. It just makes the hairs on
Me
the back of
too.
my neck
Me
rise.
too.
This is like a town in Fortnite.
Mm-hmm. This is what Fallout looks like too. This look is
First
so
capital
well
of the
done.
New California Republic. That was
She
7
remembers
years
that
after the bomb
sign.
fell.
Real, right?
You never heard of the New California Republic?
34,000 people lived here after the war.
A two-headed bear. I just noticed that.
Everything they had was a lie.
The purpose of my vault was to come up to the surface one day and restart civilization. It's Reclamation Day. It's what keeps us all going. And
Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, they lied to him about everything.
34,000 survivors.
In this one town, though.
Yeah.
In this one town.
Come.
Y'all thought I was gonna bring y'all rich asses up to the surface and just make everybody do what y'all want to do.
Mm. Y'all tried to Elon Musk that bad boy? They was like, nah, we've been kept it moving.
Yep.
What's crazy is nobody even went to the vault to tell them and be like, hey, y'all can come out now. They just left them out there.
They probably couldn't come into the vault. They probably tried to and couldn't get in.
Or
Either
they
that or
probably
31
didn't care.
been known and came out, yeah.
But they probably didn't care. They was like, y'all left us
Or-
out here to deal with, so screw y'all.
Or everybody went into the vault and then they dropped the bomb.
Oh, that's where the bomb hit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why is the little rad thing not going off? I mean, it takes thousands of years, doesn't it, for radiation to soak away?
Yep.
Yeah. Unless it wasn't nuclear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing that always happens. Everyone wants to save the world. They disagree on how.
That's a great quote.
That is a great quote. Everybody wants to save the world, but they disagree how.
I did.
So this is another bombing that happened. So the timeline is still intact. It's just a different bombing.
I don't know if it's a different bombing.
I don't know. It may be the one bombing and everybody in the vault's just been lied to. Probably the people in 31 know the real bombing, and the people in 32 and 33 probably didn't know what the real bombing was.
He gonna get sepsis. The bullet's still in.
Ugh, he been taking it like a champ, huh?
The head can wait. Come on.
Man, like he about to fall over soon. He need a stim pack. That's what he need.
That's what he needs, stim pack.
Hawthorne Medical Laboratories.
Now you know there's all types of bull in here.
Mm-hmm. This is in the game too.
Downtown. They're in Hawthorne.
There could be
So they're
anything in
going
there.
south,
Yeah.
Santa Monica south. So what's the
first aid
city in
kit.
the distance?
I don't know.
Because that's not LAX. That's not downtown. They're going south.
What's that
They're not
mark?
going east.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going. She came in there like she the police, didn't she?
Lucy!
Look, he's like, ain't no telling what's in here. Fiends, ghouls.
He know what's in there. He's recognized that mark.
Or they could be going to Disneyland. That's where they end up at, Anaheim.
Well, at least you know there are probably some stim packs in there.
Yeah.
Hawthorne R&D.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy.
And it looks clean.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Electricity still work. It looks clean.
No, but it
floors.
look like it's pulsing all in one direction.
Yeah. Go to the door. Go to the light, Caroline.
Mm-hmm.
This way to your dad.
Medical supplies.
You are right, Chuck, about it being like crazy clean. That was a trap.
Oh.
Got him.
Mm-hmm.
Got him.
Into the meat grinder you go.
Remember, this is her big plan for Vault 32.
For us all to see this place together as a community, as a family,
He already know what's back there. Look at this.
together and rebuild together.
What is happening?
Now, I spoke with the overseer of Vault 31.
Oh, they're going to 31.
These vaults of ours are too sacred to leave empty, which is why I am announcing a resettling campaign.
That is not at all what it looked like before.
Oh,
Remember?
they cleaned it.
Into Vault 32 in the coming weeks to start anew.
What a difference.
Look.
A day.
He's like, mm-hmm.
Look at this.
24.
So they move people from 33
look.
to 32. And that's where they experiment with them, I think.
What?
And
The
31
sun
is
and
where they hatch them in.
flowers.
Because you know Norm is like, who was the person that even cleaned? You know how many people would have taken to clean all of that?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, there was bodies on top of bodies.
Yeah.
Remember, that's where a
Bodies
dude
choking each
electrocuted
other.
himself.
Mm-hmm. Like raise your hand and be like, I got questions.
My lonely nights all through day.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
That
This is an
wild.
amazing show. This is better than Lost.
32 and 33.
This is
There's still a drop of blood on it though.
Separated to prevent the spread
This one had the hell of a CIA clean team come in.
Yeah.
in times of need.
Mm.
We
So she probably
are the
knows that
lucky
he was
ones.
there.
We
Mm-hmm. Look, because he was all in there on that machine. It's all busted out now.
on until the day we bring that light to the surface.
Y'all don't want to talk about 31?
Look at her.
Mm-hmm. Like she know he know. She know he knows something.
Find anything interesting?
See? Yeah, she knows the truth.
Great job cleaning up.
Mm.
Damn.
The Raiders destroyed so much, but not our spirits.
Girl, stop.
When my mother died, what happened to her pit boy?
It was buried with her.
How are you so sure?
Because I buried her myself.
Oh,
Me and your father.
Yeah, I mean, buried like I pulled the trigger myself, buried, or
Exactly. That part. Got both of them. Of course they did.
At least I still got your organs.
But they're not strapped in though. Our gun's gone though.
And he's healed. All their intake for the vaults, probably.
No. And they left her Pip-Boy on her.
Yep, it may be intake for the vaults. They're underground, and the colors.
No, they're
yellow.
still at the hospital, right?
The hospital may be intake for the vaults. It may be owned by Vaultec. That's Vaultec. It looks like Vaultec. All that looks
It does
like
look like Vaultec.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
that
And it says
might be the-
intake. It's using the same font they use in Vaultec.
Yeah, look.
See?
So I think it's a whole new vault. Yeah.
I think it's Vault 31.
Nah, 31's connected. Remember they had the triangle?
That's true.
This is something different.
What vault is this?
Yeah, I don't think it's 31.
And why is it a trap like that though?
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. So happy to be home. Yo, but them vaults are shady though. Claire Kilner was the director of this one. Okay.
Not only that, they just let people who was walking around on the
19,
outside,
what was that,
they take them
22?
back in.
I couldn't see the year. The New California Republic.
Probably not. They probably choose who they bring in.
2189.
Because it said intake.
I think there's there's a little clues in these little post credit.
Me too.
Yeah, I saw the year on the book, but I mean I couldn't see the year. I think it said 21.
I think they're constantly feeding the vaults, so they feed people
from the outside.
People from the outside.
But then they got to do something to wipe their memories.
They probably do. They probably do. This is the type of world they would do that in.
Is that San Francisco? I think that's San Francisco. I saw a trolley.
Because you got to think the guy had the chip in the back of his brain. So maybe that chip is to block everything that's fake. You see the truth. Remember, everybody wants that head.
Oh, we didn't even see Walt Goggins on this one.
Not at all.
He's probably a producer. That's probably why
she's the linchpin in this.
All right, so we just got done watching episode 5, which is the kickoff of the mid-season point. We kind of left on a bit of a cliffhanger on the prior episode, and now we're kind of like doing a lot more world building. We talked a little bit about, the mysteriousness of the vaults themselves. And now we got kind of a bit what we was looking for, a little bit of a deeper dive as to what 33 is, why 33 is there, maybe. What happened to the fall of 32? Nobody ever wants to talk about 31, and then we close out with a whole brand new fall, which I believe isn't a part of 31, 32, or 33 because of how far she walked. That would be kind of odd if it was still a part of the same one. I think all the vaults, 31, 32, and 33 are connected. Yo, grab the microphone, man. What are y'all feeling so far?
I just love how they introduce a new element to throw us off.
Okay.
They have us guessing the whole entire time. And I think the show is rather smart. And she knew where to go, you all. She knew to go to the hospital. And she knew where the hospital was.
Oh, so you think she knew about that vault already?
I think her Pip-Boy led her to it.
That's interesting. Okay. All right. That's interesting.
I don't know. Because I don't know. That's an interesting take. I didn't see that because how would a Pip-Boy update and know what is on the outside if it's never been outside? So, I mean, It's not like it's connected to Google Earth.
But Pip Boys know
know.
they have all the information. They have all the records of everything.
Yeah.
So it could just been downloaded in her Pip Boy.
Mm.
Already there.
Or he had knowledge of that town, so he could have been like, well, you know, there used to be a hospital over here. You know, remember, he was from that area. He survived. He could have known there was a hospital this way.
He was a
over
kid,
this way.
though.
I mean, true.
Yeah.
He was a kid. He's from LA. You know? But Pip Boys do know. They know all kinds of things.
Yeah.
In the game, they know where cities are, too.
They're doing some interesting things with time that has definitely left the three of us kind of like scratching our heads in a bit of uncertainty. You know, we've been told as the audience that the bombs fell in 2070 something, 2077, 27, whatever. And it's
allegedly 219 years later.
200 plus years of the people being in the vaults, and they're going to come out and repopulate the earth. But during the conversation that she had with Maximus, he said that I was there when the bombs dropped.
During the bombs dropped.
When the bombs dropped, which kind of like can throw you off. So it leads us a couple of things. Either he was there when the initial bomb dropped and the 200 years is a lie, or there was an additional bombing that happened after the very first one. I think there was an additional bombing that happened after the first one, and then they went to see the crater, and that's when they had that moment. And she was like, well, what happened to humanity? And everybody wants to save the world, but everybody wants to do it a little bit differently. That's what I personally think. I think, Chuck, you said that you think it happened directly after the first one. I think that's what your stand is. Maybe. So I'm curious what you two think of regarding like this wonky bit of timeline that we're dealing with.
My thinking is that the bombing happened 20 or 30 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying, that we think it's close to 2,300 in the year, and then maybe it's actually only close to 2,100. If Maximus said I was there when I was a kid, here's the thing. Right now, we've seen with Vault 32, whatever's going on in Vault 31, and what Lucy is saying, I don't trust their timeline at all. You don't have, everything coming out of her mouth is basically they must have lived in Texas or Florida where they changed all the textbooks and just tell them some bull. Slaves were workers, and just tell them anything and they believed it. How would you know?
Right.
Well, I don't know.
I think there is something to that regarding the misinformation and literally living in a bubble and not being connected to the outside world, and your leaders not telling you everything that's really going on. You go on to believe these things that aren't necessarily true, and that's kind of like what Lucy's battling with. She was sold a bill of goods, and then she gets out into the real world. She leaves her neighborhood and discovers a larger world with a different set of rules. And I think there was an interesting scene when they were on the bridge, and she was still holding on to those values that people are good in nature and can be reasoned with. She's still holding on to the old ways of her vault, and that old ways of thinking. And it turned out to be like, nah, this is a totally different world, and she's like slowly adjusting to it.
The
scientists told her that. The scientists told her that. In order to survive out here, you're going to find out, who will you even be? Because once you find out about how this world really, and he didn't even drop no real nuggets on her. He gave her just a little sprinkle, he hit her with the, hit her with some E40. He didn't even hit her with the real nuggets, and you could see it. And it's just like you said, she's holding on to the values of her vault, but going, like she said, she just now found out that in this one town there was 34,000 people. Y'all not coming out the vault to reclaim anything. It's already happened. Nothing need to be reclaimed. Unless, but that is of course, for a bunch of rich people in in the vault, bunch of wealthy people, not even rich, bunch of wealthy people in the vault. Of course they think that is the thought of a colonizer. I'm gonna go discover a place where people already are. Yeah, makes sense.
it may be a second bombing trade. Thinking about it now, like maybe they had the main bombing, and they had in the people from the vault when it saw that people were still surviving, and they rebuilt, and they bombed it again. Yeah. Where the vault dwellers, the people in the vault, actually set off bombs and bombed the land.
Well, there's this weird. Go ahead.
I have a hard time with that, just because from what we saw with our eyes in LA proper, they dropped 4. Let's say they weren't nuclear. Let's say they're atomic bombs, but they dropped 4 of them. I mean, we know one of them took out
4 that we saw. 4 that we saw.
One of them took out Nagasaki. So we saw 4 take out LA that we saw, and there may have been more. Who the hell just had bombs? Like, wait, you know what? We still got one. Hey, we need to go on and drop this one. We need to go and shoot this one off. Like
Vault Tech. Vault Tech would have it. I think Vault Tech would have it. They already.
But it just seems like there's already enough destruction out here for them to capitalize and do what they.
They may have been the ones that dropped the bombs in the first place.
Now that part. Now that.
So they dropped it again. They did another sweep of them. Yeah. Let's keep bombing this place until we get it to where we need it, where we can repopulate it as wealthy people.
Well, it's also
definitely. They definitely had Dick Cheney's relative in there. You know,
they're like 9/11. It's all over again. We'll inside job it every time until we get it to the place where we can repopulate it.
Well, I think that principle kind of holds for the vaults. It's like maybe there's only one actually real working vault, and then based off of whatever event, they just keep switching them around. Or maybe it's just a swap between 33 and 32, because you could see the people desperately trying to get into 31. You know, they have blowtorches, sledgehammers, everything else, and talking about.
I think 31 is not
talking
really
about.
A
we
vault.
know what's in there. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that too. I don't think 31 really is a vault. I think 31 is something else.
It's a control center that controls 31 and 30. You get promoted from 33 to 32.
I think we'll get a better idea of maybe what vault culture is and the expectations are when we see whatever this new vault is. For all we know, that new vault that we saw at the very end, it could be 31. I don't think it is because of just the distance that they've traveled, but
unless 31 is really big.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, let's go ahead and get these closing thoughts going on. Anything you want to say before we wrap this bad boy up and head on over to the Patreon for the deep dive?
Man, I can't wait till we get the whole cast together. Get Dorothy with Toto and with Scarecrow and Tin Man, and get them all back together again. Because we know this one didn't have the Ghoul in it. It had Maximus, Titus, as he claims.
Right.
And, Dorothy, we are going to have her in every episode. Right. But I can't see that. And I'm really excited about what Norm does.
Right.
Because he basically told Betty, like, hey, I know who you are. I see you. And to her, and she's not bothered by it at all.
Right.
She's completely unbothered. Like, they really went over to that. They just went through there and they came through again. And it's like, wow, this is crazy. And you notice the top, all the rocks weren't. They squeezed through. Him and his cousin squeezed through there, but it was halfway open for people to slide through.
Right.
So they prepped it really well.
But not only that, the amount of destruction and damage that was over there. And they repaired all of that. Even, because remember how bad the crops were? The crops didn't look bad. They looked like they died, but they looked like
that worked.
All right.
They even had the projectors
all those
working.
Bodies. Yeah, like
it was brand new.
Dude, that is a CIA job if I ever saw one.
That's why I think Vault 31 is huge. It's like this, like it's a master base, and 32 and 33 fall off of it.
All right, that's interesting. Okay, go ahead and drop your socials and let the people know how they get in contact with you real quick.
My socials are at Charles Babb, BABB, boy apple boy. And you can find me across everything, and also on the Geekish Network, which is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. The Geekish Network.
Okay. Rakai, any quick closing thoughts? And at the end of that, jump in the socials.
I think one thing that was interesting that the squire ran off and we didn't see any of the squire. And it's funny because Toto followed the cowardly lion.
Okay.
Toto, the dog meat or whatever, stays with the head. He is so devoted. Even the head has been severed. That man is dead and gone.
Yeah.
But he stays with the head.
That is a very good point.
Is it about the chip? Like, what is on that chip? I mean, right now we know that it's something about exposing Vault 31, but what?
And maybe exposing
maybe
all of
the
Vault
day
Tech.
started the war. Who knows?
Okay.
You can catch me on all social media. Catch me on my YouTube and my Patreon at Nupe from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE, because it's all about this and this right here.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Don't worry, you can catch any of that. There'll be a link in the description that you can get to it quick. Make sure you head on over to the Geekish Network and check out the Binge-Worthy, because by the time that this is out, we have already had a full-blown breakdown of the show, and you can get a good idea on how we feel if this was something that you should binge in one particular day, or maybe something you can put off and watch piece by piece. It's a great grading system from being binge-worthy to it being, what's the lowest one again? It's
cringe-worthy.
Cringe-worthy. So head on over to the Geekish Network to check that out. And of course, if you've been enjoying the conversation that we've been having, hit that subscription button and give us that thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we giving you. That being said, let's know what we got right, what we got wrong, and the fun one is definitely what we missed. And we'll see you all in the deep dive. All right, Patreon bound. Peace.